Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and today I'm going to share the block background stamping. This time I'm using the H. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Frances Martin at FrenchieStamps.com, independent demonstrator in the US. So let's get started. By the time this video is going to be on YouTube, I'm sure this is going to be all past and so on. I done this live on Facebook. If you're wondering the greeting on this one, that was the honeybee. It is retired now. We're going to use a different stamp. I'm going to use Mountain Air for the element today, something different. This year, the daisy, what I done, I just feather the bottom center here, and it's 2 layers with Bermuda Bay, the light stamping blends. And then I loved it so much when I was done, I did this with the small daisy. So let's get started. First thing you want, I like to have my pierce mat under. We're going to start with a piece of Whisper White cardstock that measure 4 by excuse me, 5 1/4. It doesn't matter if you use the thick or the light. This time I'm using the thick. It's just absorb a little bit better maybe. You're going to use the marker. This is the combo that I fell in love with. It's Pretty Peacock and Granny Apple Green. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. And so when you do this technique, you want to make sure your block is clean. And I see it, mine it's not very clean. There I got something sticky there. So I'm just using a rag and use hand sanitizer. You can use Dawn liquid soap, dish soap, whatever that you prefer. Like I said, I personally like hand sanitizer. Some people say it's going to scratch. For me, it's working. Now, I'm going to use my light color first, and that's going to be the green apple green, and I'm just doing a line, diagonal, randomly. You can do scribble, whatever you feel like. It's no right and wrong, okay? Absolutely not. I always say start with the lightest color, and then you go with the darkest. You can add more than 2 colors. It's whatever that you prefer. So then I just add my colors. And you're going to see it's kind of go smear. That's okay. Keep that there. I need a scrappy paper. I got my old scrappy paper here. Now you're going to use water with your spritz bottle, and you're going to spritz that a few times till you see it's kind of runny. See, it's all pooled ink there. I'm going to put my paper there, and then I need to go in the face here. Here we go, and twist that. Now I'm gonna lift that up. Voila! Ooh, love this one. See, all of them gonna be different. It doesn't matter how many times you're gonna do it. It's not something uniform that you're gonna be like, okay, if I do about 5 lines, whatever. It all depends with the water. See how pretty that is? Okay, you're going to have to let it dry or use the E-tool. Now I'm going to use this one. See, very, very different pattern. Just depend how it dry. I want to use, oh, I had that here. I did those, I call that the skinny 3 with the Mountain Air dies. They call Majestic Mountain, the dies. And I put that on sticky sheet, so it's going to be easier. But let's crank that a notch here. And let's use the stamp set in Comfort and O. So I'm going to have 2 on my block. You can look. The one that we just stamped, I'm just going to keep it plain. And I'm going to have my 3 over there. I'm going to put it on this way. And then I'm going to stamp the just because. So I'm using really 3 stamps. I went wild on stamp today, let's put it that way. Lovely You. I absolutely love the greeting just because it can be for just because anything. And for me, it's cards that I love to do for any occasion. So then I'm going to put that right here. And then I would put my mat. I cannot glue my 3 yet because that it's not dry. This one it's not dry. But you're going to see the jig, okay? Just plain like that. Now, let's remove that. We're going to do 2 more steps. So, I'm going to take my ink with Comfort and Hope. Those grid there. I call that the grid. And we're going to add that in here. I think it's just going to add a little bit of character. And I'm going to go off. Oh, I need my scrappy paper here. Here we go. So it's just to add something a little bit. Also, in the daisy one, if you notice, I got those splatter in the back. I will have the video at the end of this one on how to recycle your wink of Stella. So when your wink of Stella it's almost empty, you can use, or you're going to open it up all the way. Oh, well, that stays stuck there usually. Mine just pull up. I don't know why. Usually you have to pull, here we go. Usually you have to pull this. Then I had 5 drops of Pretty Peacock in this one and 70% rubbing alcohol. And I'm going to have the video at the end so you can see. For the splatter, what I done, I just squeezed some, and you can use that for coloring to like water, alcohol coloring. And I just splatter. That's how I done my splatter on the daisy one. See, it's just add a little something. Boom. Now that I got that, I'm going to stamp my just because, and this one was right. That's the one that I did before going with the video so I can finish one. You want to let it dry very good. Okay. Very simple. We're gonna add a small layer. The small layer is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So we're just gonna have 1/8 of an inch on both, meaning on this layer and then when it go on the card front. So let me add glue in the back of this. And I really like Tombow or liquid glue when I just get a small, very, very narrow layers like this. Then if it's not just right, I can move it. I like to flip it upside down and use my bone folder and just press that glue all equally. Et voila. That looked pretty good so far. Now we're going to put that on our card base that measure 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, score at 4 1/4. And this is going to come right here. And again, I like to flip it. Et voila. Now, I just took, let me show you how this works here. I took, I used the adhesive sheet. Now you're gonna, doesn't matter where you start. Here we go. And then just pull that out. Well, this one didn't do the trick. Most of the time, like the other one, all the bits and pieces was stay on the paper. So that was cool. So I'm just gonna use my finger here. You don't have to use the poker. When you use the adhesive strip, or not adhesive strip, sorry, the sheet, you just put your fingers and see it all remove very easy. It's just that it gets stuck on my fingers. But I find this is much easier than using the poker here. Here we go. That's pretty good. I still have a few. I won't worry right now. Here we go. I got some at the top here, I think. Here we go. And now, oops, I'm going to take this. Well, you know what? I say don't worry, but it's bugging me. So let me remove those little stubborn ones. And take my 3. Here we go. So now very, very simple. Inside, I'm just going to use my, here we go. Let's use just a little single 3 here. And I'm going to stamp that with, again, Pretty Peacock ink. So let me pull my Pretty Peacock here. And let's open this. You know what? I need my scrappy paper here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. And I rock my stamp twice. But inside I get, here we go. So very, very fun. I'm going to finish the other one. And like I said, I'm going to do the splatter on this one. But I will not put the background. So you're going to see it with and without. So let me remove this. Et voila, my friend. Again, for the splatter, how to recycle your wing of Stella, it will be at the end of this video. So till next time, happy stamping, and below you get the direct link to my blog that all measurement, all supplies that I use and colors would be listed there, and all in the US can shop 24/7. Thank you so much and have a lovely day, my friend. Bye-bye for now.